Let us celebrate family love.
One of the greatest blessings we can ever have.
Let us listen to stories of faith
and inspire us to be resilient whatever may come.
Let us engage in meaningful discussions
and talk about things that you can relate to.
Let us learn new things.
And let it encourage us to be even more confident.
Laugh with us.
Cry with us.
Let us create beautiful moments together,
so that they can become beautiful memories that we can look back to.
Take a seat. Get comfortable wherever may you be.
Let us welcome you home to the Cheerful Hearts family.
Previously on Home of the Cheerful Hearts family, brought to you by INCRadio Southeast Asia. Were you inspired and motivated in our C-Talks segment where Brother John Rick Guadalupe shared his journey in stepping out of his comfort zone, embracing new experiences, and taking on challenges that made him stronger? Did your district make it to the top 3 of the most active districts from the previous episode? Were you excited to see our brethren in the District of Thailand as they explored Khao Yai Province in our sightseeing segment? Did you also feel inspired by the recently held special gathering in the District of Malaysia and the sports clinic organized by the CFO officers from the District of Vietnam featured in the See in Action segment? Let's see your thoughts!
A comment from Sister Rhea de la Paz. Take small, consistent risks, learn something new, and embrace challenges, and discomfort can be effective ways to expand your comfort zone. A thought from Sister Cheryl Aquino. Going out slowly from our comfort zone means you are willing to grow and extend your world to other opportunities in life. A greeting from Brother Manuelito Bondob. Hello po sa mga lahat ng makapatid sa buong mundo, lalo na po sa mga taga-lokal ng Bangna, Thailand. Another one from Brother Roger Manalo. Happy viewing to all brethren. #Singapore, #Northwest.
Another cheerful episode coming your way. Let's hear your thoughts again this Saturday.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all our Cheerful Hearts listeners and viewers around the world. You are tuning into the home of the Cheerful Hearts family, brought to you by INCradio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio, where we keep you inspired with Cheerful Hearts. I am your host, Sister Dulcinea from Singapore West, and it's another episode, another day of motivation, and an hour full of inspiring moments, especially for our Cheerful Hearts families tuning in right now.
That's right, Sister Dulce, and a warm hello to all our Cheerful Hearts listeners and viewers out there. I'm Sister Lee Tigbar from Singapore North, and it's the 22nd of February, 2025, and it's exactly 1:05 p.m. here in Singapore, and the weather is a sunny Saturday. So whether you're at home or out and about, we hope you're staying safe and ready to enjoy today's inspiring program. And a quick shout out to our very own Ate Dayan Solomon, our segment host and producer for this week's Let's See Your Thoughts. Ate Dulce, this is going to be a very exciting episode, packed with a lot of positivity. And I'm very thrilled to be hosting today, not just because I'm hosting again with Ate Dulce, but also because we are holding a special occasion. And it is CEBSI's 56th anniversary. So happy anniversary po, CEBSI! And for today's episode, we'll be diving into a lot of heartwarming stories, and unwavering dedication of our Cheerful Hearts volunteers in today's C-Talk segment, #My Volunteering Diaries. So to kick things off, let's have a quick teaser for today's episode. Kuya Tek!
Camera, action, and dedication. Behind every CEBSI INCRadio production is a team of passionate volunteers. Are you ready to meet them? Join us on the home of the Cheerful Hearts family this February 22nd, 2025, Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time for a special episode celebrating CEBSI's 56th anniversary. Let's dive into the inspiring world of media volunteers, those behind the scenes and in front of the camera, who bring CEBSI's INCRadio to life. Don't miss it, only on INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio, keeping you inspired with Cheerful Hearts.
Yes, that's right. And can you actually spot who's there? So thank you, Ate Dulce, for that very wonderful voiceover. And of course, before we properly dive into the discussion of today's episode, let's enjoy a heartfelt greeting for the celebration of 56th anniversary of CEBSI.
Hi, I'm Sister Kate Sebastian from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a producer and host for INCRadio Southeast Asia Malaysia Sub-Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Marika Rabadan from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent for INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Aprilin Tandalisay from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent and a trainee director for INCRadio.
Mula po sa Distrito Eklesyastiko ng Cebu City, Cebu, kami po na mga ministro na bumubuo sa pangasiwaang pandistrito ay nagpapasalamat ng maraming sa Panginoong Diyos at sa Panginoong Hesukristo. At sa pinakamamahal po nating tagapamahalang pangkalahatan, ang kapatid ni Eduardo V. Manalo, at sa President, CEO ng Christian Era Broadcasting Service International Incorporated, ang kapatid na Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, at sa lahat po ng bumubuo sa CEBSI, bumabati po kami sa pagsapit ng ika-56 na anibersaryo. Happy anniversary po!
Hello everyone, I am Brother Ferdinand E. Garcia, District Supervising Minister of the Ecclesiastical District of Singapore. On behalf of all the brethren in the district, I would like to extend my sincerest and warmest greetings to CEBSI and its INCRadio staff and crew around the world on this special occasion. Many thanks also to the CEBSI President and CEO, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, for approving media platforms such as INCRadio in changing lives through God's words. Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI!
Hello, I'm Brother Charlton Eric Flores from Malaysia.
Hello, I'm Brother Gulliver G. Ilan from the Ecclesiastical District of Singapore.
And I would like to extend my warmest greetings to CEBSI
and its INCRadio staff and crew around the world.
Hello, I'm Brother Juan Miguel Mejia from the Ecclesiastical District of Malaysia.
Hello po brothers and sisters, I am Brother Alan P. Gomez. I, along with the brethren here in the District of Vietnam, would like to greet CEBSI
and its INCRadio staff and crew around the world on this very special occasion.
We thank you, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, for your guidance and for approving platforms like INCRadio, so we can strengthen the faith of the brethren and continue to show the world God's goodness.
Hi, I'm Brother Ike Ebenezer Lowe from the Ecclesiastical District of Sabah.
Hello, I am Brother Willen Regalado from Bangkok, Thailand.
I'd like to extend my warmest greetings to CEBSI and its INCRadio staff and crew around the world on this special occasion.
I also want to thank our CEBSI President and CEO, Brother Angelo Eranio V. Manalo, for approving media platforms such as INCRadio in changing lives through God's words. Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI.
Thank you to all the ministers for sending their warmest greetings, and hello po to Brother Wilner Arguelles, our CEBSI coordinator in Asia.
Yes, thank you for everyone who greeted the Subsea. We are so grateful for everyone. Now, before we dive into Sea Talks segment, today's Sea Talk segment, I'd like to ask our listeners and viewers a thought-provoking question. Have you ever experienced the joy and fulfillment that comes from volunteering? And can you tell us, like, how did it shape your life? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share with us in the YouTube talk chat below. And of course, before we proceed to our main discussion, let's hear one more video greeting from the brethren around the world and from the FCA crew.
Hi, I'm Sister Kate Sebastian from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a producer and host for INCRadio Southeast Asia Malaysia Sub-Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Marika Rabadan from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent for INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Aprilin Tandalisay from Malaysia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent and a trainee director for INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio.
Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI!
Hello po, I am Sister Audrey Gomez from Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and I have the blessing and privilege to be volunteering for CEBSI as a host on INCRadio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Dentor Laksina from Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a social media manager for INCRadio Southeast Asia.
I wish CEBSI a happy 56th anniversary.
Hi, I'm Sister Adrian Haniching from Singapore, and I volunteer for CEBSI as an INCRadio host.
Hello everyone, I'm Brother Simeng from the District of Singapore, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a campaign manager for INCRadio Southeast Asia.
Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI.
Hello, I'm Brother Roger Manalo from Singapore Northwest. Would like to extend my warmest greeting to CEBSI and each INCRadio staffs and crew around the world on this special occasion.
Hello, I'm Brother Ariel Ramos from Bang Na, Thailand. My family and I wish to extend our appreciation and greetings to CEBSI and its INCRadio staff and crew around the world on this very special occasion. Thank you for being with us on this noble and incredible journey. Congratulations on another year of fun, excitement, and inspiration. Happy 56th year anniversary, CEBSI.
Thank you so much to all our dedicated volunteers for your heartwarming greetings. We can truly feel the passion and joy from our Cheerful Hearts family in the INCRadio Southeast Asia.
Now let's move on to our Sea Talk segment. Hashtag My Volunteering Diaries. It's time to dive into something fun and exciting. We've invited our CEBSI volunteers to join us today and answer our 34 cheerful questions. What are they, Adelaide?
That's right, Sister Dulce. Without further ado, let us all welcome first our Cheerful Heart CEBSI volunteers. So, for our sisters, can you kindly please mention your name, your local congregation, and your CEBSI role? So today we have Sister Honey Ching, Sister Emily Jordan, and Sister Carissa Nodado. Let's call Sister Honey Ching first. Ate Honey.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me po? All
Yes.
right. Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Sister Adrian Haniching, and I am an INCRadio host from the local congregation of Midland District of Singapore.
Welcome, Ate Honey. Okay, and how about Ate Emily?
Yes, good afternoon, good morning, and good evening, everyone. I'm Emily Jordan from Singapore West and volunteering as a correspondent po. Thank you po.
Thank you. Welcome for today's episode po. And last but not the least, Ate Carissa.
Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. I'm Sister Cariza Nodado from Singapore Midland, a trainee assistant producer and a script writer.
All right. Thank you so much to our beautiful sisters today. Let's start with our first question for all of our guests. Number one, what made you say yes to volunteering for CEBSI's INC Radio? I think I want to know from Sister Honey. Ate Honey, what made you say yes? Ate Honey. All right. Let's start with maybe Ate Emily first. What made you say yes, Ate?
Yes. When I say yes to do volunteering in actually, I don't know how to, but I only say yes. Because for me, I want to ibahagi ko kung ano po yung aktibidad lalo na po sa ating district at sa local po natin. Yun naman po kaya gusto ko po ibahagi ko ano yung mga aktibidad po sa ating distrito po. Thank you po.
Thank you, Ate. And aside from that, we can also see, like all of our sisters that you're seeing today, brethren. You are very cheerful, so you are very right here to be part of the Triple Hearts family. Don't you think so, Adelaide?
Yes, I agree. She's very cheerful. She's like so excited for today.
Yeah. How about Ate Honey? What made you say yes to volunteering for CEBSI's INC Radio?
To be honest, it was my first experience was as a guest at INC Radio. And then I during the episode I really enjoyed the experience and I felt it was very bitin. So I wanted to do more. So that's what made me agree to volunteer in CEBSI as an INC radio host.
Brilliant, Sister Honey. I think we all started as a guest, right, Adelaide?
Yes, I started as a guest too. And look where it got me now. Yes. And of course, Ate Dulce, we have Ate Geraldine Cabalya, one of our Auntie Radio Southeast Asia. She also sent an answer for this. She said that Ate Pati's Convincing Powers, and I was first recruited to be a graphic designer before I became a social media producer. But what really enticed me is how I am able to perform a task or duty forgot that I also enjoy doing as a hobby since I used to really like designing. I can really feel that Ate Geraldine is so passionate about what she does, right?
Yeah, she likes designing. That's a really nice way to put in a skill that you have in performance in the church, right? And we also have
Yes.
from Ate Christian Cortez of INC Radio Latino America. I wanted to share and connect in the language I'm most comfortable with, Spanish. I'm grateful for this kind of platform that allows us to reach and engage with our non-English and non-Filipino speaking brethren, especially in here, our region, which is predominantly Spanish and Portuguese speaking countries.
Wow,
Okay, so that's a really
I wish I
interesting
can
thing.
wish I wish I could speak Spanish like her.
Right? Spanish is a really interesting language. And
I
I mean, we
know.
Filipinos, we have roots there as well. So, I mean, the Filipino language also has Spanish roots. So that's really interesting. Now, for number two, describe your role in 3 words. Here we have Ate Joyce from INC Radio Southeast Asia. Let's hear her answer. Kuya Tek.
As an assistant producer, director, and writer, I find my roles quite challenging but at the same time inspiring and rewarding because I am doing this all for the glory of our Almighty God.
That's really nice. How about Ate Honey? Can you describe your role in 3 words?
I would say fulfilling is one. Aside from what Ate Joyce has used earlier, um, spontaneous because sometimes things happen on broadcast that you don't expect, so you kind of have to adopt really quickly. And then enjoyable. So I always enjoy every single tupad with INC Radio.
Ooh, I
Yes,
love
we all
it.
do.
Yes. Now, moving on. Number 3 question. What is the most exciting part of your work? Let's start with Ate Emily.
Yes, thank you, Ate. Actually, I'm aside from correspondent, I'm doing interviews, so quite challenging, and you have to be brave po. Yeah, and for me, as a correspondent also, maybe nawala yung hiya ko every time I approach brethren or I want to do interview, so nawala po yung hiya ko po. Kaya siguro ah yung interview is more need courage to do po.
That's really true. I agree with that. Kasi if I also try to interview some people, parang mas nahiya pa akong kesa sa ini-interview.
Yes po. And aside from that, ate, during the interview, like ate Honey give us some pointers, but if you actual nawawala po yun. Naiiba. So, especially if you do interview that nadadala ka, so you create more question po. Napapadami po yung question nyo po doon sa in-interview nyo po. Kaya
That's
parang
right.
na ano din yung ano mo na yung mind mo na kailangan ko pa siya interviewin, kailangan ko pa siya malaman ko ano pa po yung tulad for example sa mga aktibidad po natin. Kaya I'm so ayun, masaya po talaga ako pag during interview po.
Wow, thank you, Ate Emily. We can really feel din po na sobrang saya mo. Like you're really like a ball of sunshine right now. But of course, I would like to hear as well from Ate Carissa. Like, what do you think is the most exciting part of your work po?
Well, for me, the exciting part of my work as a scriptwriter is you have to be really creative on how you will engage your viewers, your listeners into the program. Like you have to really catch their attention, like how the host will be able to deliver the program smoothly as well.
I see. Thank you, Ate Carissa. I think being a scriptwriter is one of the like, main roles sa lahat ng activities natin. I think they really play a big part in everything that we have in CEBSI. So thank you, Ate Carissa, and to all the scriptwriters out there. And of course, I'd like to read Ate Geraldine's answer as well. She said, I am exposed to all the activities being done in the whole district, so I get to see how much the brethren enjoys these activities. Plus, it really gives me inspiration and ideas on how to conduct our own activities in the local. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. Wow, that's a really nice answer. How about you, Ate Dulce? Do you have like, what's the most exciting part of your work as an INC host?
I think it's just being able to meet a lot of people from all over the world. I think that's really exciting. You get to see new faces, you get new insights, and of course, you get to apply like your talents and skills in the performance of our duties. So I believe that's very exciting for me. Now, I think I'd like to move on to number 4. What's the most unexpected challenge you've faced? And I'd like to read as well from Ate Geraldine Cabalya. She said, creating write-ups or descriptions. Sometimes I get the writer's block. Another would be trying to filter photos, especially when there are too many great shots. It's really difficult to pick and choose. I mean, for me personally, I don't this is not what I do in CEBSI. This is not my role, but I agree with trying to filter photos because I think, especially us girls, we have a lot of photos, right? We can all agree. And it's really difficult trying to choose one or choose 3 from the 20 shots you've taken. You really have to compare each and every one. So I guess, yeah, that's maybe it seems minor, but it's quite the challenge, and it's quite unexpected as well. But aside from that, let's also hear from Atimich, one of our from our INC Radio Southeast Asia as well. Yes, sir.
I have a long list of unexpected challenges as a volunteer of INC Radio, but one that I always share is, I think I remember this, when I was a new volunteer. I was invited to be guesting one of the shows. Unfortunately, one of the hosts did not come, and I was tapped to be joining the host unexpectedly. I did not read the script ahead of time. Everything was impromptu. Everything was spontaneous. And with the help of our Almighty God, before I knew it, the show was over. And that also gave me the motivation to work hard as a host and as a volunteer. And now, I'm one of the hosts and correspondent and a scriptwriter of INC Radio.
So basically what Atamich is saying is now she's an all-rounder. So yes, we can all attest to that. She's a really great host. She's a really great writer. I love you and I miss you, Atamich. Now, Atele, what's next?
That's right. Now, for all the producers out there, here's a question for you. Number 5. Producers, if your job had a theme song, what would it be? Now let's listen to Ate Jaisal of INC Radio Mediterranean for her answer.
As a producer po, my theme song is Laging Magpasalamat.
Well, I think that's a really short but sweet answer, and it's like direct to the point. Laging magpasalamat. I think we can all have that as a theme song.
That's true. Even if you don't know the song, it pretty much sums up the experience. Right. So now number 6 for all the directors in our top chat. Can you please share with us one thing that always happens on set?
That's right. And for number 7, for the script writers, what's your go-to snack while brainstorming? Oh, I would love to hear their answers. Let's hear Ate Loida and Ate Rachel of INC Radio Mediterranean.
As a scriptwriter, my go-to snacks while brainstorming are nuts, chips, sometimes a piece of chocolate, and a cup of tea.
As a scriptwriter, I cannot write without my go-to snack, which is a bunch of walnuts. It really helps me to think while brainstorming for an important topic.
Wow, so
Wow.
healthy.
I know. It seems like I need to eat more nuts. Peanuts, walnuts. Then I can become a good scriptwriter someday. But speaking of scriptwriters, Ate Dulce, we have Ate Carissa here, who is a scriptwriter too. So might as well we ask her, right? What's your go-to snack po, Ate Carissa?
Well, of course, we need a lot of nuts because we have to, we have to be more creative and collaborative when it comes to script writing. And of course, the most important is a cup of coffee because I always, do the script like late night because I need to put my son on bed before I do the script. So no distractions at all.
Well, props to you for your work-life balance, Ate. We really admire that for you. And yes, of course, a cup of coffee, even though I'm not a coffee drinker myself. But I think that's an essential for all of our scriptwriters out there. All right, so for number 8, editors in the live chat, how do you stay awake during long editing sessions?
And how about number 9, for graphic designers? What's your favorite color scheme to work with? I think if I become a graphic designer, it'll be pink and white. How about you, Ate Dulce?
Yeah, I agree. Pink and white. It's my 2 favorite
As a
colors. See, that's why
scriptwriter, I
we're such a
cannot
great
write
duo, Ate.
without my go-to snack.
How about Ate Honey? If you become a graphic designer?
I do a little bit of graphic designs, but I
Ooh.
I think blue is like my palette. So the whole range of it. So I'm very partial to that color.
Oh, that's very nice. How about Ate Carissa?
Well, for me, I like the nude colors, like, the natural colors. Yeah, that's it.
That's
You
very
can tell
nice.
who's the grown-up here.
Oops. And how about let's check also with Ate Emily. This is very interesting. How about you po, Ate Emily? If you become a graphic designer, anong color po yung gagamitin nyo?
I think it's natural color po. Yeah, natural.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's very interesting answers from all our guests. I think we'd like to ask the photographers now for number 10. What is your secret in capturing the perfect shot? I think we'd
Oh,
love
yeah, we'd love to hear it from you. And how about for number 11, videographers? What's the coolest shot or shoot location you've worked at? I think that's really interesting. Like, I think for videographers, right? Like, even if like they'll just shoot it in an alley, they look at like it's somewhere else, right? They
I
always have this
know.
amazing eye for shooting. So I really would love to hear from them.
Same. And for number 12, correspondence. Oh, well, that's myself. What's the funniest on-air blooper you've had? I think Ate Bajoy mentioned earlier, she was watching the Student Talk Radio. And then Kuya Jacob, he was talking for 15 minutes, 15 whole minutes, just to find out that his mic was off. So I guess that's something we can all learn from. But I
To
think,
check your mic.
yeah, check your mics, everyone. And what do we have for number 13?
And of course, for number 13, radio hosts. such as like Ate Honey and Ate Dulce. Can you please describe the energy of a live broadcast only in one word? Oh, that's very difficult. But before you think of your word, let's hear from Ate Hope from INC Radio Taiwan for her answer.
As a radio host, describe the energy of a live broadcast in one word. It's electrifying.
Wow. Can you even think of that? I did not even think of that word. Electrifying. That's a really great word. How about let's start with Ate Honey?
That's a tough question. If I could sum it up in one word, it would be nerve-wracking, because you have to prepare the energy, I guess, ahead of time, right? You have to build, especially for me, like I'm a naturally introvert person. So for me to be like a radio host, I have to give off that energy that people can feel like on the other side of the screen. So you have to like really like pump it up. So to me, it's like always nerve-wracking, but just to prepare for that amount of energy and carry it throughout the program.
But Ate Honey doesn't look like she's an introvert.
No,
When
yeah.
she's
Yeah, yeah.
right.
After the extrovert episode, I would be like coming back into my shell and recovering for a long time.
I think
So
that really
cool.
highlights like the things we do for duty performing. I think I would also call myself an introvert. If I hadn't said yes to the CEBSI opportunities that I am doing right now, I wouldn't be here. If it weren't for Ate Pati as well, to all of our amazing producers, our fellow hosts, if it weren't for Ate Midge, and of course our Almighty God, I wouldn't be here. So um, yeah, I guess one word I'd say is wow. Now, thank you, Ate Honey, and Ate Hope as well. Now, number 14, for our technical crew, what's the trickiest setup you've ever handled? I think if I could like vouch for this, we could mention the INC Radio Regional Awards in Macau. I think that was a really great project, and it was a lot of hard work for all the technical crew. Shout out to Kuya Brandon who was there, and Ate Gaze as well. Kudos to you for all your hard work. And now, what do we have for number 15, Ate?
That's true. So actually, I agree with that, Atu. So like what they've mentioned earlier, it's always the live or big celebrations or big activities, right? That takes a lot of people to work together to make a successful like um product or like what we do now. And of course, for number 15, for social media managers, what is the most viral post you've created? Coming from Ate Jerilyn Cabalia, she said, interestingly, most of the posts we have get lots of traction. Maybe one of her favorite will be the Kadiwa Unity Games 2023. It was one of the biggest activity post pandemic, so it's really memorable for me. Wow, I love that. Like I think it's really great to hear that because post pandemic we really wouldn't know if there's like more activities coming up because we're always like we think that there's like kind of no more hope during that time, but after that we have a lot of activities, so it's really good to attend all those activities, right? That it was there.
That's right, Atele. And as much as I think she mentioned the Kadiwa Unity Games, right? So yeah, post pandemic it was a really big thing because everything was online, online, online. Then you have the Unity Games when you finally get to see each other, you get to
Yeah.
actually do stuff together and you actually get to move your muscles and not just your eyes looking at the screen. So I think that deserves to be a viral post. Now, number 16. What's your I can't believe this happened volunteering moment? From Ate Geraldine, she mentioned guesting live for different programs. I'm more of a back end person, so I still can't believe I used to do that. Yeah, I think we can all attest to this. A lot of us are not really extroverts, as we have discovered today. But once again, the things you do for your duties, you get to be, I guess, the best version of yourselves, pushing yourself to the limit. So once again, we thank our Almighty God for allowing us these kind of opportunities to allow us to fulfill our maximum potential. Right, Adelaide?
Yes, that's right. And of course, I think the next question, number 17, is quite interesting. It is about if you could swap roles for a day, which would you pick and why? Oh, okay. Let me share. I think if I would swap roles for a day, I would love to swap roles with Ate Carissa because she's a script writer. I would really love to know what's going in her head. Like, how does she make or how does she plan everything, or how does her brain works? How does she brainstorms everything? How about you, Ate Dulce?
I think I'd try to be. I'm kidding, not kidding. I would love to be great and admirable and an icon and a role model. I think that's for me.
That's very true. How about let me ask Ate Honey, who's also an INC radio host. If you were to swap roles for a day, which would you pick, Ate Honey, and why?
Yeah, I would want to be sitting behind all the audio equipment and the tools. Like if you've ever been at the INC radio station in the Philippines, they have this like small section in the studio where you have like this big, audio equipment, mixers of like industry level. So I would like to know how to operate them, how they make sure that we balance, having someone's face on the screen, be visible to the audience when they're speaking, and then hide them when they're not, and do all that dynamic stuff. So had sobrang proud kami always to work with our Kuya Tex in INC radio station po. So I would like to one time experience having to put on that side po.
That's interesting, Ate Honey. I agree with that. Ate Carissa.
Well, the role I wanted to swap with is with the role of Ate Joy. Hi, Ate Joy, the director. So I wanted to direct a program like our INC Radio because they're really the one, behind all the success of every program. It's always the director who direct like the staff and crews on how the program will run. Hi, Ate Joy.
Yes, that's very nice, Ate Carissa. I think she'll be our future director next time. But I would love to hear also from Ate Emily. What role would you like to pick, Ate Emily?
I think what Ate Hani said is I want to experience behind the scene all the tech what they do. I really love it, that one. I want that. I don't want to. I mean, for me, I love my role as interviewer, doing big videography, picture, photos, everything. But I want to know how they do this, the behind. Yes, correct, Ate Hani. That's it.
Thank you so much, Ate. I think Ate Hannah has taken note of everything. And definitely you'll get something in the future. And indeed, today's Sea Talk segment is both fun and really, really inspiring, and we really learned a lot from you. So now let's take a short pause for a while, and we still have more cheerful questions lined up for our beloved guests. And we'll be right back after a few reminders from our station.
Nakikinig kayo sa Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, DCEM 954, ang tinig ng katotohanan.
What's the best way to spend your vacation in Cagayan de Oro? Find out this Saturday at 4 p.m. on INCRadio Northern Mindanao's Game On, Go Out. We'll be making a splash at the incredible Seven Seas Water Park and Resort. So ready your swimming gears and enjoy the rides. Tune in to INCRadio Northern Mindanao this Saturday at 4 p.m.
Dahil sa pakikinig sa INC Radio DZEM 954 kHz na tawag sa paglilingkod sa ating Panginoong Diyos sa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo, si kapatid na Wilfredo Tonyo. Kasama ng kanyang pamilya, masaya siyang tumutupad ng tungkulin bilang Pangulong Diakono sa lokal ng Buting, distrito ng Metro Manila East. Hindi lang siya, kundi maging ang ilan sa kanyang pamilya, lalo na ang kanyang mga magulang, naging kaanib din sa Iglesia ni Cristo. Ating lalong kilalanin ang ating kapatid at alamin ang kanyang istorya ng pagtawag ngayong Sabado, alas 8 ng gabi.
And now we're back here in the home of the Triple Hearts family, INC Radio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio. Time check, it is currently 1:41 p.m. in the afternoon, and you are still tuning in to INC Radio DZEM 954. And before we continue on our program, we would like to acknowledge the people behind our broadcast. To our executive producer, Sister Ivy Joy Batea, to our INC Radio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio Overseeing Minister, Brother J.M. Voltorio, to our CEBSI President and CEO, Brother Angelo Irvano V. Manalo, and of course to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo.
We express our sincerest gratitude to all of you for guiding us and approving this media platform that uses radio broadcasting online and on the airwaves to share and inspire people not only in the Philippines, but also overseas. So thank you from all the staff and crew of the Cheerful Hearts family of INC Radio Southeast Asia in the ecclesiastical districts of Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Sabah, and Vietnam.
And we'd also love to hear from you, our viewers and listeners in the YouTube top chat. We have Kamilka Samson, enjoy watching, and happy 56th anniversary CEBSI. We have Kadoli Vendanya, happy viewing to all the officers of Northwest. We have Brother Emmanuel Estender, happy 56th anniversary CEBSI. We have also Sister Jezamel Estender, always tuning into INC Radio, and yes, we love it when you are there. We also have Sister Primrose de Maisip, happy 56th anniversary. Sister Carla Flores, happy 56th anniversary CEBSI. Sister Rhea May, also happy anniversary CEBSI. And from Sister Sandra Publico, volunteers gain valuable skills such as leadership, teamwork, communication, and problem solving. She's from Thailand. Thank you, Sister Sandra. We also have, again, Sister Carla Flores. Kudos to all of our CEBSI INC Radio volunteers from Malaysia. Thank you so much, Sister Carla. And once again, from Sister Jezamel as well, happy 56th anniversary. Our district is so blessed to have awesome and hardworking volunteers. And we are so blessed to have you, our supportive viewers and listeners, in the YouTube talk chat. Please continue. We'd love to hear from you when you share your thoughts during our CTalk segment, My Volunteering Diaries. So what's next?
That's right. Now, before we continue to our topic discussion, let's watch and hear the greeting from our Asia and Oceania and from the other INC Radio satellite studios around the world.
Hi, my name is Mara Vandervoort. I'm from Chilliwack, British Columbia, Canada, and I volunteer for CEBSI as an INC radio host. Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI.
Hi, my name is Sister Susan Dalus Reyes from the local congregation of Limassol here in Cyprus. I volunteer for CEBSI as a host for INC Radio Mediterranean Satellite Studio.
Hi, I am Sister Lloyd Castro from Nicosia, Cyprus, and I volunteer for CEBSI as an anchor and a scriptwriter for INC Radio Mediterranean Satellite Studio.
Hi, I am Sister Giselle De La Rosa from Haifa, Israel, and I volunteer for CEBSI as INC Radio producer for INC Radio Mediterranean Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Judith Imus from the country of Israel, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a host of INC Radio Mediterranean Satellite Studio.
Hi, I am Sister Rachel Ann Echavarri from the country of Israel, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a host for INC Radio Mediterranean Satellite Studio.
Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI!
Hi, I'm Monet Paras from Hong Kong, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent for INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Sister Mayros Javier from Hong Kong, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a host for INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Evangeline Obra from Hong Kong, and I volunteer for CEBSI as an assistant producer for INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn Bautista from Hong Kong, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a correspondent for INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studio.
Hi, I'm Daisy Jagalang from Hong Kong, and I volunteer for CEBSI as a host for INC Radio Hong Kong Satellite Studio. Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI!
Hi, I'm Brother Gerson Villegas from Chongla City, District of Taiwan, and volunteer for CEBSI as a host for INC Radio Taiwan Satellite Studio.
Hi, I am Hope from Taiwan and I volunteer for CEBSI as a radio host of INC Radio Taiwan Satellite Studio. Happy 56th anniversary, CEBSI!
CEBSI.
We also want to shout out Sister Diane from Thailand. They've just finished their shoot, so great job, Subsea volunteers from Thailand. We'd love to hear more from you. So now going back to our C Talks, hashtag My Volunteering Diaries, we're still joined by our Cheerful Subsea INC Radio volunteers live, Sister Honey, Sister Emily, and Sister Carissa. Now let's move on to our C Talks part 2. Question number 18. What's your must-have item when on duty? Ate Honey.
A makeup bag.
Oh my. I have one right here with me right now, though we don't exactly have time to touch up, but yes, a makeup bag is a must. But I think the most essential one is a lipstick, I believe.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah, it does, right? It gives so much statement. What's number 19, Ate?
Number 19, Ate Honey, any pre-production or pre-broadcast routines that you have?
Reviewing the script really quickly. Of course, putting on my makeup, my outfit, checking outfit check, mic audio check, and then of course, prayer before tapad.
Never better said. And number 20, Ate Honey, what's one thing people don't realize about your work or actually performance?
Actually, it was kind of revealed earlier. So they thought that when you're a face in public forum like an online radio platform, they automatically think that you're naturally a personable individual. Which in reality, we do kind of have to put up a little bit of an act to make it personal, or I mean to be personable with people. But if you meet me in person, I'm naturally an introvert. So I do try to kind of socialize a little bit more. But if you met me before I was an INC radio host, I'm kind of borderline, almost antisocial. So that's one thing that people may not know naturally about people that they see in like podcasts or INC radio programs or even our INC TV programs online. So not all of them would be naturally an extrovert individual. So maybe get to know them a little bit more if you do see them in person.
That's so true, Ate Honey. Oh my goodness. I think we can both attest to this as well. We're not always extroverts. We're just I guess we're just giving our best. We're just doing our best for our duties.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. And this one, if you could have any skill to help with your role, Ate Honey, what would it be?
Skill.
Hmm.
I would say having an open mind or preparing yourself to learn one thing every time that you perform your duty. So whether it's something that you will learn from the guest, from your co-host, if it's a skill that comes to you, always have an open mind to like, oh, you know what, maybe I would like to learn how to do that someday or one day, or maybe actually work with the individual that that you're performing with, or the guest, get to know them better, and you actually tend to learn more. So that's one skill I would say. Always have an open mind and the ability to accommodate something new.
I
Thank
really
you.
like that answer.
And number 22, what's the funniest or weirdest thing you've caught on camera? I think I'd answer this myself. I usually host in my room back home in Jakarta, but so then behind me would be the door. So then, yeah, well, my mom would open the door, so she's caught on camera while I'm speaking. So maybe that's a universal experience for a lot of our hosts or maybe correspondents. But I guess the experience wouldn't be complete without that. What's next, Atelier?
That's right. And next is, let's hear from Ate Judith as she describes a time when things didn't go as planned but turned out great. So watch out. Let's watch this. Korea Tech. Ooh, Korea Tech. Let's watch Ate Judith of Answer Radio
Still
Mediterranean.
recovering from being sick, and the one who's assigned to be the host of the program had to ask me to be the host last minute before the program, and good thing that I was able to join the practices, and I'm very familiar with the flow of the discussion and the program, and it turned out great in a way that I was able to express myself even though I wasn't feeling well that much, and the viewers and listeners didn't notice that I wasn't really feeling well because I was full of energy. You know, that is something about INC Radio. Even if you're not feeling well, but your energy is always to its fullest because you're so happy to be able to be part of the discussion and be part of the program itself.
Thank you, Ate Judith. And number 24, Ate Honey, what's the most rewarding part of being a media volunteer?
I would say inspiring other people. So it's always good to feel when people come to you and you don't know them personally, and then because they saw you in INC Radio, and then they kind of tend to watch more and engage more because they saw you and you made a positive impact to their experience watching online. And of course, even more rewarding to that is actually having other brethren say like, I'd like to also be a correspondent or an INC Radio host someday. So if you see a potential and you encourage them and they step up to that challenge, that's one of the most rewarding things of doing this volunteer work with CEBSI.
And Ate Honey, to add on to that, like, do you have any words of wisdom for like aspiring volunteers who wants to be an anti-radio host or part of CEBSI in the future?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the people that we come to, or that when we see potential, we have like, you should be an INC radio host. We tell them that, and they naturally shrink and say like, I'm not a host person. I'm not good in speech. I'm not a good speaker and all that. But that's one thing that I would like to advise to anyone. You should everyone has to start with level 0, basically. No one starts off with being a professional with experience already. So even me, before I became an INC radio host, I have absolutely zero experience in public speaking, in like even like doing this thing online. So I also had to start with like level 0, and always challenge yourself. So once you convince yourself that, okay, I want to give this a try, you just even just 1% improvement from the last one is already good enough. So you could just keep improving yourself, and then eventually you realize you've come a long way. And of course, always pray to God to give you the attributes and the characteristics, the talents that you will need in order to fulfill this duty to the best of your abilities.
Thank you so much, Ate Hani. And number 26, what's the best advice you've received from a fellow volunteer? I think we'd like to know from Ate Mitch. So if we could just listen to your answer, Kuyatek.
The best advice that I received from a fellow volunteer was when they actually recruited me. They said that if I will volunteer, I'm not doing it for them. I'm not doing it for myself either. I'm doing it for the church, for the glory of all our Almighty God. And who will decline that kind of opportunity? So I feel blessed and thankful for the opportunities that the INC Radio is giving me.
Never better said, Ate Mitch. And I think we'd like to ask this question as well. What's one moment that made you feel, this is why I do this? This is question number 28 from Ate DM of INC Radio Cafe. We'd like to hear your answer.
I have this moment when I think about this is why I do this kapag people are commenting or messaging me or us na they can relate to what we are sharing. Kasi I believe when you host, when you sit in a program, it's not just about informing yung ating mga tagapakinig at tagapanood ng ating mga programa. It is not just to inform them about new information or new knowledge or learning, but to also to be able to connect with them through our own life experiences na they don't feel na sila lang yung mag-isa na nakakaranas ng ganong bagay. Yung nare-realize nila na hindi lang pala ako yung nakakaranas ng ganung bagay. So for me, it's really important to have that connection and to be able to let them feel, our audience feel, na we can go through this together by learning from each other, by sharing our own experiences. And I believe our life will be able to will be able to navigate our life much easier, much lighter, and we'll be able to, reach a life where whenever there are problems, whenever there are issues, there are, solutions na lagi natin ilalagay dun sa problema na yon. So for every problem, there is a solution.
Yes, thank you so much, Aden. And let's skip to number 33. And here's Kuya Jerson of Answer Radio Taiwan, who's going to answer what's one thing you'd never expect when you started?
I didn't expect to stay long as a host for INC Radio and to continue to be trusted. And in fact, I was even awarded as a best host for INC Radio Asia and Oceania last 2023. So thank you so much, CEBSI.
Thank you so much, Kuya Jerzen. And for number 34, finally, in one sentence, why do you love volunteering for CEBSI's INC Radio? Here's Ate Suzanne of INC Radio Mediterranean.
I love volunteering for CEBSI because with this responsibility, I am able to help in broadcasting the success of the different activities being held in our district and inside the Church of Christ.
Yes, unfortunately, we're running out of time for the program, so we'll have to skip the remaining questions. But thank you so much for all the guests, for enthusiasm and participation. What an inspiring and heartwarming discussion we had today on hashtag My Volunteering Diaries. A huge thank you to our cheerful Subscenes Answer Radio sisters, Sister Honey, Sister Emily, and Sister Carissa for sharing your valuable experiences with us. Your stories truly highlight the power of service and the joy you brought to our viewers and listeners around the world.
Absolutely, Sister Lee. And it's been such a pleasure hearing how volunteering with CEBSI has not only impacted their lives, but also inspired others to take part in such meaningful work. It's a powerful reminder of the mission and vision of CEBSI to spread the gospel through various media platforms, including radio, television, and digital channels such as internet and social media, an instrument in sharing messages of hope and salvation with a wider audience.
That's right, Sister Dulce. Now let's check on what's next. Let's have the most awaited part of our episode today, which is the most active districts. Are you ready to check?
Yes, our most active districts.
The most active district. Number 3 is Singapore.
Number 2, we have
Sabah. And number 1 is
champion.
Thailand.
Congratulations. And now for the top 3 most number of commenters. Top 3 is Singapore. Top 2, we have Sabah. And top 1, Thailand again. Congratulations, Thailand. Thank you so much for all of your support.
And let's check the top 5 commenters. Number 5 is Roger Manala from Singapore. 4 is Irene Mangabat from Thailand. Coming up on 3 is Hanang Mangabat from Thailand. Number 2 is Lani Veronio from Sabah. And number 1 is Lance Amiel Mangabat from Thailand. Congratulations to everyone.
Indeed, congratulations to everyone. Please continue to support our satellite studio. And unfortunately, we are out of time. And we thank you all so much for tuning in. And on behalf of the staff and crew of your home of the Triple Hearts family here in INC Radio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio. This has been your host, Sister Dulce, with my beloved Sister Lay, Sister Honey, Sister Emily, and of course, Sister Carissa. We would like to say bye for now. Stay safe. See you all next week, only here on INC Radio Southeast Asia Satellite Studio, where we keep you inspired with Triple Hearts.
Hearts.
Bye.